Shit. I'm up. You know, man, I don't think we should never should settle, man. Um, I like a certain type of woman, bro. I like them thick, man. You feel what I'm saying? And for me to settle for a woman that ain't thick, it goes against my nature, man. You know, I like thick women that look good in jeans, that's thick. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and never settle. You're robbing yourself if you settle, man, because you know you like a woman that's thick, but yet you get with a woman that's super skinny with no booty, or she heavy set with no booty. Maybe she got some big old breasts or whatever, but she ain't thick in the thighs. You know what I'm saying? You settling, man. If you're not getting a woman that you like. What's up with it, Sean Breezy? What's up with it, boy? I like women that's thick, and I won't settle for like a woman that I don't like. Like my last girlfriend, man. She was thick, but she didn't have no butt, man. She had zero booty whatsoever. And Kel-Cat, you know, you like a woman with some butt, man. With some cheeks. You know, but my last girlfriend didn't have no cheeks, and I was with her for years, and I felt like I was missing out on something when I was with her. Hell, I was cheating on her with women who had big butts, man. This is back in my 20s, man. You know. So I vowed to never like settle ever again. You see what I'm saying? You cheat yourself, man, and you know what I'm saying, when you settle, man. I see guys all the time, bro, walking around with females who don't have ass or whatever. And I'm like, God damn, I know he cheating himself. I mean, the woman he with, she got some big old breasts, but she got like a flat booty. I'm pretty sure he'd rather have a woman with some butt, man. But he settled because you couldn't find a woman with the big booties. It's too competitive. I noticed that women with like nice curves below the waist, it's too competitive for those type of women. You know. It's more competitive for women that got an hourglass below the waist than it is women with big breasts. You know what I'm saying? I find it easier to get women with big breasts than it is with women that got an hourglass below the waist. You know, a woman with a nice big butt. You know, it's more competitive for. I noticed that even if her face is like sub 5, it's still highly competitive for those type of women, bro. I remember that coming up. And I used to always try to get the ones with the big butts. You know, I couldn't even hang on to Gwen. That's how competitive it was. And this before social media took off, man. This is back in 2004 and 5. This is before Facebook. And I was dating Gwen, and some Chad Rome was always in the background. You know, remember, if you get a woman that's above your looks level or with a big old rump, and she like at least average looking in the face, remember, Chad and Tyrone was always lurking in the background, bro. But you should never settle. Never settle Don't ever like um, just like get the woman that you don't like, man. Remember, I mean, like me, if I was not after the bag and uh, over here real quick. If I was not after the bag, I would settle down with just an average woman, average face with a big old rump. That's it. Like I would X the ones out who don't have booty, man. I'd be like, no, I'm gonna X her out because I won't be happy. I'll be cheating on her with a woman with a big old butt. I'll be cheating on her with a woman with a big old butt and she got a flat booty. Nah, I'm good. No. Those type of women, you pump and dump those. Like a woman is not supposed to have a flat old booty, man. She ain't supposed to have a flat butt. That's bad. To me, that's bad genetics if a woman got a flat booty. Because women are supposed to have curves, big or small. You see, like Little Seven, she got curves, but they're small. You know what I'm saying? She's petite, but she's still curvy. They got some women that got big old butts, man. You feel me? Or big curves or whatever. At least they're curves. Big, small, medium. But women are not supposed to have women are not supposed to have flat booties. A woman with a flat butt, no thank you. No thank you. I don't care how big her breast is. She ain't got enough ass. The ones with the big breasts and the flat booties, you gotta pump and dump them, man. Don't keep them around. She ain't got no ass. That's your standards. If you like ass, bro, go for women with big asses, goddammit. Don't be out here dating women with flat booties when you know you an ass, man. He said he dated a woman with a big butt. So many guys, yeah, because let me tell you something. Even the woman with the big, round, curvy butt, even the white boys desire her, okay? So you're competing with the whole entire world, bro. You're competing with the whole entire world when it comes to those type of women, bro. You feel me? Because you basically got to put a ring on it, basically, man, and tie her down, man, because there's going to be so many dudes going to be hitting on her, you know what I'm saying, all the time. The more desirable she is, bro, the more it's going to be hard to hang on to her. Like me, I couldn't hang on to Gwen if my life depended on it. Because she was curvy everywhere. Like, she was curvy. She had ass and titties, man. And her face wasn't that bad. Gwen's face was like a 6 or a 7 in looks. But she was curvy on top and she was curvy on the bottom. It made it hard for me to keep her. As a young dude in his 20s, man, I couldn't compete with Chad Brown, bro. Chad Brown came back into her life and took her, bro. Chad Brown came back into her life and took her away. Because she was so goddamn curvy on both sides, bro. Like, Gwen had everything. She had face, titties, ass. The thing is, but she was a single mother still to me, man. And I still wanted to be with her, man, because she was so curvy in every single way, bro. And I couldn't, I only dated her for how long? Maybe 6 months at most. Yeah, we were seeing each other for 6 months. And boyfriend came back into the scene, or husband came back into the scene. He got me on the phone. He was like, look at here, player. I don't mean to hate on you, man, but this is my woman, man. And I was like, that's your woman, nigga. She just had my dick in her mouth, a few weeks ago, and I busted in her mouth. Good luck kissing her, bro. That's what I should have said. That's what I should have said, but I didn't say that. I was devastated when Gwen went away, bro. So this is before social media, bro. It was highly competitive before social media, and it got way more competitive when social media hit the ground. That's why I see a lot of guys out here. They locking these women with the big old booties. They locking them down, bro, and they knocking them up. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that, man. It's hard to get women with a big old butt out here, even if her face is sub 5, bro. Even if she got a below average looking face, bro, it's competitive like a motherfucker. Dudes putting rings on shit out here. Like this woman at Starbucks, she work here, man. She around 5'7", and she got a below average face. I say her face is around a 4, and ooh man, below the waist, she is great. I'd rather be with her, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't want to settle, man, like for a woman who don't have those things, man. Those things I like. I like ass and titties at the same time. I won't settle for a woman who got a flat chest unless she's very, very beautiful. If I got the bag, I get with a woman that got a big old butt and she got a flat chest, then I can kind of live without titties, man. You know what I'm saying? I actually like both, really. Yeah, Gwen was, man. I won't settle for nothing that don't look like Gwen. You feel what I'm saying? But women with flat booties, I don't settle for them, man. I'm good with that. I'm good. Because then I'm gonna be in, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be in public just fiending for the women with big butts. And I'm gonna look at my girl like, God damn, my girl ain't got no ass, man. She got some breasts, but she ain't got no ass. And I'm gonna be in public like, God damn, like I wish my girl had a big ass like that. I'm missing out. I'm gonna feel like I'm missing out on something, bro. If I'm gonna get with a woman in a relationship, she gotta have booty. She gotta have booty. I'm talking about if you in a long-term relationship, she gotta have both, ass and titties. That way I don't feel like I'm missing out on titties. I don't feel like I'm missing out on ass. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all want something right now? I'm trying to feed the birds. Birds like chips, man, for some reason. I don't know why. Birds, even the ducks, they like chips and stuff, bro. Get the birds some chips. Like I said, bro, like, I don't want to settle for nothing, man. Settling means that you got to go like a long-term relationship with a woman who don't have ass, and you being all in public talking about, God damn, I wish my woman had an ass like that. How come I can't get a woman with an ass like that? Maybe because it's too competitive for women with big asses. Women with man, it is. Women with big asses, way too competitive, bro. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Get your money right, man, and get the woman that you really desire. I think, life is too short to settle, man. You get with a woman that you really don't desire like that, but you're forced to be with her because you ain't got no other options. I feel like guys who are quick to get married, They ain't got no other options like that. So they settle down, man. You know, I can't get a woman with a nice big rump like that, so I might as well put a ring on it. I might as well marry her, man, because she got a nice rump. I like to keep this rump for the rest of my life. You know, because I ain't got no other options. You know, only low-value men are quick to marry, man. You know, men who got options, bro, they're not quick to marry like that. You ever notice that? Men who got options, men who got money and status, they're not quick to, like, so quick to get married. Some of them do, but a lot of them don't. They're not quick to get married. You feel me? You know, make sure when you settle, like I said, man, when you settle, make sure the woman got everything that you like, that you desire. If you a breast man, okay, but make sure she got at least a little bit of ass, you know, something like, you know what I'm saying? She don't have to be flat back there, but get a little bit of ass back there, something, a medium-sized ass or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, settling is like, man, you're robbing yourself. You're stealing from yourself. You feel what I'm saying? I like thick women, bro. I like something that's thick below the waist, man. If I go to Thailand, I'm going to be checking for all the thick ones, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know, when I go to Thailand, I'm going to be checking for all the thick ones. You know, I'm going to be checking for the ones with the thick bottoms. You know, even if she over 30, she got to have some thickness or something that I like about her, man. You know, that make my dick stand up. You feel what I'm saying? I just saw something just right now, man. You know, I just saw, here come the birds. They circling around. They saw food. They gonna eat them chips. If I go to Thailand, it's got to be a woman with some thickness, something. You know, I can't like settle for a woman that's fat, you know, and just sloppy like that. You feel what I'm saying? You know, being fat is not cool for nobody, man. You know, if you see me with a female, she gotta be thick. She gotta be something thick, like, you know what I'm saying, below the waist, bro. Feel what I'm saying? What's up with it? You know, what's up with it, David Bauman? You know, they do kicking the deal. What's up with it, Rome? He said, man, even if she got it all, you still get tired of the vagina. Yeah, you'll get tired of it, man, but at least you're not, like, missing out. My main point is, like, don't settle for women that just got bad, poor genetics, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't settle for what you don't like. You know, like I said, my last girlfriend, man, she was flat. She had a flat booty, bro. She had breasts and she had a face, but her booty was missing, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Throughout the years, I was wishing she had a big ass. And if she had a big ass, let me tell you, we wouldn't have stayed long together like that. I told you, women who got flat booties, they're the less desired, bro. That's why me and my girlfriend stayed together for so long. Because a man of my caliber would never have stepped to her like that. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I was above her in looks because I was younger, 10 years younger, and I had six-pack abs. I was slim. I was working out. You know what I'm saying? That's why we stayed together for so long, because I was dating below me, man. If I would have had Gwen, if my ex-girlfriend would have looked like Gwen, bro, I would never been able to keep up and keep her. Like Gwen got through my fingers like butter, man. It was like Chad came on and like say fuck it. Chad Rome came on and be like, man, fuck it, this is my bitch. You know, took her from me, man. You know, and even when I was messing with Thai girl was thick as fuck. I was busting nuts inside that coochie, man, like it was nothing. You know, I would bust nuts like I wouldn't even pull out. I was staying inside, busting nuts inside, man. Cause she had a nice big rump, and she like it I mean, she was like she was how I liked it. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I'm still kind of drunk from last night. Uh, but she had everything, bro. And a sub 5 dude with some money came through and took Thai girl from me, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Cause she had a big old rump, bro. Like, man. And I'm asking Thai girl, I'm like, why? What you seeing in this guy? He like not even good looking. And she was like, he could take care of me and take care of my bills, and you know, I'm gonna move into the house with him. I was like, God damn. I could never hang on to the thick ones, man. It's hella highly competitive. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is still, man, don't settle, man. You know, get what you like, man. Get what you want. You know what I'm saying? You know, what's up with it, David Bobby? He's I'm an ass and breast man. You know, I'm not quick to get married. Yeah. Yeah, only low value men, they quick to get married, man, because they feel like they can't do any better. I can't do better than her, man. I got to put a ring on it. I'm sorry. You know, I got to put a ring on it. I got to, you know. I'm just saying, bro, like, you settle, bro, you're going to be missing out on a whole lot of ass and titties, man. I seen dudes settle with women who don't have either. Like, I seen dudes settle with women who are flat, you know, in the back and flat in the front. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, what do you see in her, man? She ain't got no ass. She ain't got no titties. She ain't got nothing. He couldn't get the ones with the ass and titties. It's too competitive for them. You know what I'm saying? But I'll never in my life ever again settle for a woman who ain't got an ass. It's just like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm an ass man, and I will be faking the funk to be in a long-term relationship with a woman who got a flat ass. It's just, I'm good with that, bro. I did that before, and I was all in public talking about, damn, I wish my girl had an ass like that. How come I can't get a woman with an ass like that? You feel what I'm saying? And you be doing that shit in front of her. You be thinking in your head like, God damn, that girl got a big ass. She got some titties. Damn, well, I'm missing out on shit, bro. You feel like you missing out. All the years are going by and your girl ain't got no ass. You cheating on her with women who got booties, man. You feel what I'm saying? You cheating on her. That's what I was doing, bro. I was meeting up at females. I mean, I was meeting up with females at like hotels and shit, bro. Women who had big asses. I remember. You know, one time I met this female at Vice over there in Walnut Creek where I used to live, and you know, I met up with her at a hotel. It was another guy. There was another guy that was with us. He had a girl too, and we all went into the same hotel together. I was on one side of the room banging the shit out of the girl who had ass, and he was on another side of the room banging the girl who got ass. I remember that. But the girl that I was banging had a big ass. Something that my girlfriend didn't have, man. You know how I do it? Like, I fucking banged the shit out of her. I don't know where she was. I think it was like my ex-girlfriend. I don't know where she was. I think she was out of town or something like that. Because, yeah, because I was banging that female until the next day. Because I remember me leaving out of there at checkout time, which is like 12 in a day. My girl had to be out of town on the business trip. I think so. Because I wouldn't have stayed that long. Normally, I would hook up with a female. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I would hook up with a female that you know, I'm looking at something real quick. I will hook up with a female, at night, and I would leave before checkout time, like around 6 a.m. or something like that, and I would run back to the house like I've been playing video games all night long with the PlayStation controller in my hand and shit. I'll be laying there, sleep, and she'll come down, and I would pretend to be asleep, and and she'll come down like, where is he at? Oh, okay, he's been playing video games all night. Okay, good. He didn't hook up with no girl after the bar. For real. I used to run back like I've been playing video games all night long. you know, but I wouldn't have been stepping out on her, so much if she had ass. She just didn't have the ass that I like, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you should never settle, man. You should never settle. Always get what you want, man, and what you need. Like the women who don't have that, bro, you just discard them, bro. Like, say, nah, she ain't got enough ass, I don't care how desperate and thirsty you are. It's like, no, she ain't got no ass, bro. Nah, I'm good. Maybe for a few nights. Maybe if she could give maybe she could give a good blowjob or something. I toss it to the side, man. After that, man, she ain't got the booty. I never committed to women who didn't have booty, man, until I met my ex-girlfriend. The only reason why I committed to her, man, because she had some bread, man. You know what I'm saying? That was the only reason why I committed to her, bro. My ex-girlfriend was making over $100,000 back in 2006, and $100,000 back then was a lot of money. It ain't shit now in the Bay Area, but $100,000 was a lot of money. So I piped her down and then wifed it up, man. You know what I'm saying? I wifed that up, man, because it was just like she had bread. She had money, bro. And that's the only reason why I stayed so goddamn long, because the money was good, man. The money was good. She was buying me expensive gifts and stuff like that. The money was good. That's the reason why I stayed. It's like Cassie. The reason why Cassie stayed, because the money was good. My ex-girlfriend, she had bread, and and then she wasn't bad looking either. She was like around maybe like in the face, she was like a 6. She was a 6, but she had a flat behind, but she had some big old titties, so she had enough to like make my dick stand up. You feel what I'm saying? I wasn't like turned off by her, but she had some big, nice, big, juicy lips, like shrimp. She had some shrimp lips. God damn, you know what I'm saying? That's what made me stand up too. So she wasn't all bad, you know what I'm saying? But the one thing she missed, one thing she didn't have no ass, bro. It was like, man, being with that girl for that long, it made me appreciate women with big asses, man. Because I was missing out on a whole lot, and I had to tiptoe around, and cheat on her with women with asses. Just like, man, she gotta have something back there, bro. Like, I can't just settle for that no more. And I won't never settle like that, you know what I'm saying, no more, man. I don't care if she got some bread, man. It's just like, unless she's a millionaire, and I could see that, man, but I don't care, bro. And she gotta have something back there, bro. The reason why I'm whispering is because there's Starbucks workers are outside. And I can't be saying that type of shit, man. I'll go in there, man, and they'll be looking at me sideways. Oh, he was the guy that was using all that profanity outside. I'm getting to be an OG, man. I don't know, bro. I'm just fixed a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? You know what you like, and you know what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? When you young, you fucking everything. But when you get older like me, man, and you look at a female, she ain't got no ass, you be like, man, nah, I'm good, man. I'm not gonna lock myself down with that, man. I mean, I'll let her give me a blowjob or something if she got some titties, and a nice face. But she ain't got no ass. I just ain't gonna stay with her for very long at all. You know, like the women in my past when I was younger, when they had no booty, I let them give me blowjobs. Like it was just one girl, this one black girl, this one sister I used to deal with. Her name was Karina, and she had some big old breasts, and she had a nice looking face, but she had no ass at all. Like I wouldn't commit to her, but I let her come over and I let her suck my dick, and she was a good dick sucker, bro. Like like she would suck dick so goddamn good, man. I'm about to explode in about two or 3 or 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to explode in about 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? She's sucking my dick. I'm like, God damn, this girl she had good blowjob skills, bro. Good blowjob skills. Every time I'm about to bust. You know what I'm saying? She knew how to suck dick. But the reason why I didn't commit to her long term, the reason why I didn't take it forward, because the ass. She didn't have no ass. And she didn't have any money. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I didn't commit to her, man, because she didn't have the booty, bro. She just, you know what I'm saying? I let her suck my dick, though. You know what I'm saying? And one time she wanted me to commit. She kept, like, giving me hints. She was wearing t-shirts talking about, I'm down for you, or something like that. And I looked at the t-shirt, I was like, I know what she's trying to do. She's trying to get me to commit to her. But I never took her out nowhere, bro. We just had sex. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, she didn't like me popping in her mouth, though. Every time I'm about to come, I'm about to bust a nut, she'll pull away. She never wanted me to come inside her mouth. I remember that. But she didn't have no booty. She was just like, man. She didn't have the booty that I like. You know what I'm saying? And no money. So eventually we stopped seeing each other for some reason. I don't know why, but we just fell out. I think because I got into a relationship or something like that with my ex-girlfriend. And you know, but like I said, man, she had some bomb head skills. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have no booty, but she had some bomb head skills. You know, every time she come around, I get excited, man, because I knew she had blowjob skills. You feel me? Yeah. He said, "Hey, what's up with it, Doran?" Yeah. He said he I finally got to see Little Seven last night. Boy, you made my night. Hey, you guys weren't supposed to see that. That was only supposed to be for me. Yeah, she pretty, man. She got a sister that's bad too, man. You know, and she got good genetics. You know, her mother. I seen her mother, man. Her mother's not as pretty as. I mean, of course she's, of course she's older. You know, her mother's older, but I could tell that her mother married up in looks, because her daughters are way prettier than her. You know how, like, you see the mother, and they look similar to each other. You could tell that, that's their mom, and and they're on each other's looks level and stuff. But her mom is older, you could tell. But this woman, her mother she ain't as pretty as her daughters, man. It's just like I could tell she married up with looks. So I could just tell. You see how small Little Seven is? She's small, itty bitty thing, bro. She's small. That's why I call her Little Seven. She's small, but she's a 7 at the same time. I couldn't really marry that or put a ring on that. It's just like, nah, I'm good. She's too short, but she's so cute at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Got that pretty long hair too. Yeah, she got long hair and shit, bro. Yeah. Everybody say, hey, I finally got to see Little Seven last night. you know. you know. Anyway, man, I'm about to end this live. I'm about to get up in here, man. Sorry, it's been 30 minutes already. In the daytime, I try to keep it at 30 minutes, man. At nighttime, I go over the limit. I go over the limit. I don't know why, man. I don't know. Ain't nothing else to do. Shit. I be feeling myself, man. You know. But yeah, like I said, man, you know, back to what I was saying, it's like, I ain't gonna settle for less, man. You know, there's a woman in there that looked like Sub 5 Stalker. Matter of fact, she's worse than Sub 5 Stalker. And she always tries to talk to me, and I ignore her, bro, like she's invisible. No. I do the same thing that some of these females be doing. You feel what I'm saying? If a woman that's I don't like, if she's undesirable to me, I'm not gonna pay attention to her, bro. If she's not on my looks level, at least, I'm not gonna give her the time of day, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna look at you. I'm just like, I'm gonna give you the death stare. Like, no, you ain't on my looks level, bro. No, it pays to be picky, man. You know, society, they'll thirst you so bad, they'll make you so desperate. You'll be out here sleeping with sub 5 females left and right. That's how bad society has got. That's how, you know, that's how bad the dating scene here in America is, especially over here in the Bay Area. It's like they'll force you to sleep with women that you wouldn't even give a time of day to. Like Sub 5 Stalker, I never wanted a long-term relationship with her, and she was mad about that because I've been with women who are prettier than her, and I don't feel a spark with her. I don't feel, you know, I just want, like one of you guys said, I just wanted a quick nut, man. You know what I'm saying? Sub 5 Stalker was mad at that. That's why she kept throwing coffee on my car every single day. Because I wanted to pump and dump her ass. But my thing is, it wasn't so much of me being bored. It was the fact that, you know, the way she was acting, you know, the way her attitude was, I didn't like that. So I cut it off. You know, Sub 5 women, you only get one chance with me. You blow that, I kick you to the curb. You can't afford to be Sub 5 and then have an attitude at the same time, or acting like a princess at the same time. No, you don't get that privilege. You know, that's for women who are 7 and up. They can act like that. You can't act like that. Now, you get one chance with me, and the moment you say something out of turn, the moment you start acting like you're entitled or a narcissist or something like that, I cut you off immediately. Immediately. I don't care like about the sex. I cut you off. I don't want you around me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you around me out here. I cut you off. I don't care how you are, and nah, I'm good. I'm good. You ain't that pretty like that to be acting like a princess. That's how Sub 5 Stalker was. She was acting like a princess, bro. Like she was like 10 or something. And I was like, what? That coming from you? No. I blocked her, man. And she got mad about that, man. She got mad. Never block a girl, you know, and cut her off if she know where you live, or if she know where you camp. You feel what I'm saying? Because she'll come back and be throwing stuff on your car. She'll stab your car. She'll do something. She'll break into your property. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to I can't even talk right now. She'll want to get revenge on you and shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you should never ever sleep with women who are below your looks level. Because the high risk is too great, man. These women, they feel like they can't get a guy on your level anymore, so they act up. They act a fool. You know what I'm saying? She not on your looks level, man, and you try to break up with her, man, she gonna go crazy. A lot of women, they stalk you and shit. I remember when I was younger, I slept with a female that was below my looks level at the bar and club, man. She wasn't very pretty at all. Matter of fact, she wasn't pretty. And she was waiting for me outside, asking for me and shit like that, man. Just waiting for me to come out of the club. Man, I must have had like jumped into a car that was waiting for me in the alleyway. Because our club had like a door that led to the alleyway, right? And there was an alleyway back there. Of course, people live back there and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it was an alleyway on the side. And I must have had told dude, I was like, dude, meet me in the alleyway, man, because I was trying to get a ride home. And I knew that female was out there. she was like hunting for me, bro. Looking for me and asking about me. And I must have had jumped into the car that was waiting for me in the alleyway, and and chirped off, bro. Burnt rubber. You know what I'm saying? She's not on my looks level, bro. Like, she's not what I would like, you know what I'm saying, in a long-term relationship. These type of women, I either kept it behind closed doors, or I pump and dump, man. Like I said, the one black chick I was messing with, not her, not with the blowjob skills, but there was another female I was dealing with. I dealt with black women in my life, man. I ain't never said no or stopped dealing with them. If a black woman opened her legs to me, I would go in. Shit, it's pussy, man. I wouldn't turn that shit down. But the black girl that I used to deal with, she had a nice big round butt. But her face was terrible, man. Like, she didn't have no lips. Females, when they're pretty, they got lips and stuff, man. That's what makes people attractive. Lips, facial features. Females, they look like they got kissable lips. You want to kiss them all day long. You feel what I'm saying? But this one female I dealt with for like years, I kept her behind closed doors. I kept her behind closed doors. I never took her out to dinner. I never took her out on a date. She wasn't pretty. She didn't have, all she had was a big ass. That was it. And I kept her behind closed doors. And she didn't mind, man. Friends with benefits or whatever. She didn't mind. She didn't mind, bro. Some women, they trip about that, man. They trip like, oh, you don't never take me nowhere. You don't take me out to dinner. You don't take me out to lunch. We never go out. Yeah, because you are below my looks level. And some of them women, they know the code, man. They know. They know. They like, man, this guy's handsome. He's above me, and I got to take what I can get. I don't get to sleep with guys this handsome before, I mean, I don't get to sleep with guys this handsome, very often. So yeah, I'll take that. It's kind of like, same thing. If you sleeping with a female that's above your looks level, you don't care if she don't want to take it any further. She's above your looks level, so you take what you can get. Like, man, I don't get to sleep with women like this so often. I think me and I think me and what's her name kept it in the bedroom, man. Me and Gwen, we kept it in the bedroom. Like, we did one time we went out looking at houses together. Like, we went house shopping for some reason. I don't know why. We was looking at model homes and shit like that, because I think she stayed over there in Pittsburgh or some shit like that. And we was looking at model homes together one time. That was it. Gwen was a 7 to me. I remember her face. She had nice lips. I think she lacked in the eye area. Clearly, I remember Gwen. She was lacking in the eye area. Her eyes wasn't that pretty. I think her eyes were probably like around a 6. But she had everything below the waist and on top, and soft caramel skin, because she was half black, half white. And I used to wear that out, bro. Man, it was so fun. Every time I went over there, bro, it was like, man, I even came inside her mouth once because she was giving me a blowjob on the floor. And I just let loose, man. That's why that dude, when he called me talking about, yeah, Playboy, I don't mean to hate on you, but this is my woman. And I'm like, bruh, I just busted a nut inside her mouth. He talking about this your woman, bruh. You know? You better, good luck kissing her, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I should have said that. But my main thing is don't settle. Get everything you want, man. That's it. I got to end this live. You guys have a good day. I'm already 46 minutes in. I'm supposed to have stopped 16 minutes ago. I'm out, man. You guys have a good day. I'll make another live when I come out of Starbucks. You guys have a good day. I'm out.